Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel, like 10 part series. The week that was college football should review the 1985 college football season. Week number 3, September 14th, 1985. The skiing tour, Georgia Tech beat North Carolina State by a score of 28-18. Yellow Jackets earned their 500th all-time win as quarterback John Dewberry threw 3 touchdowns for offense that gained 411 yards of offense. See this case, 411. That's what it looks like. Georgia Tech defensive impact Swilling made 6 of team's 7 sacks. NC State opened, scoring with 52-yard touchdown strike from quarterback Eric Kramer to wide receiver Haywood Jeffries. Dewberry answered with his trio of touchdowns with a pair of scoring passes being caught by wide receiver Gary Lee. Tech built 21-7 halftime lead. Georgia added insurance touchdown on cornerback Reggie Wertman's block and covering end zone a punt early in the third quarter, which was first such touchdown for Georgia Tech in 19 years. Wolfpack rallied with 11 points in fourth quarter, a touchdown coming on Kramer's 28-yard pass to wide receiver Phil Brothers. Next. Bowling Green beat Kentucky 30-26. Louisiana State beat North Carolina 23-13. Unleashing balanced offense, Louisiana State looked to build on coach Bill Armsbarger. First year success in 1984. Teams were not at 13-13 until the Bengals kicker Ron Lewis nailed school record 54-yard field goal. Shoe quarterback Jeff Wickersham led air attack, while tailback Dalton Hilliard rushed for 142 yards, pitching 3-yard touchdown. Tigers tailback Gary James added 97-yard rushing, caught 8 passes for 72 yards receiving. Tar Heels relied on quarterback Kevin Anthony, who broke half of school area records with wide receiver Earl Winfield receiving and for 11 catches for 133 yards. Fullback Brad Loop scored both of North Carolina's touchdowns on a 2-yard run and 5-yard catch, both set up by Hill's defense that forced turnovers by LSU's Wickersham deep in Tigers territory. Next, Florida played against Rutgers, which ended in a 28-28 tie. Tale of 2 backup quarterbacks were dominated by underdog Scarlet Knights, who rallied from 21 points behind to shock Florida. After Gators, Kerwin Bell, the quarterback, threw for 256 yards, 3 touchdowns to build a 28-7 lead. Coach Galen Hall, Penn State teammate of his Rutgers counterpart Dick Anderson, 24 years earlier, turned to quarterback Rodney Brewer. Brewer promptly threw interceptions to Knights defensive tackle Todd McIver, who rumbled for 8 yards for the score to pull Rutgers within 28-14. Brewer later lost fumble and threw second interception. Anderson went with reserve quarterback Joe Gagliardi, who led touchdown drives at 65 and 86 yards to tie the game, even as after Gagliardi hit tight end Bruce Campbell for 16-yard touchdown. Fullback Curtis Stevens for tying 2-point conversion. Rutgers had a chance to win after recovering his short kickoff at Florida's 31-yard line, but tailback Albert Smith, who scored 2 touchdowns, made 53-yard kickoff return, soon lost fumble. Ties snapped Florida's 10-game winning streak. Speaking of ties, we had Tennessee and UCLA ended in a 26-26 tie. A sub-quarterback rally Bruins second week in a row, but this time it was former starting quarterback David Norrie, trailing 26-10 in the fourth quarter. Norrie led 97-yard drive, capped with 8-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Al Wilson, 2-point conversion pass to tight end Jeff Nowinski. Norrie sparked UCLA with 25-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Willie Anderson with 37 seconds left before tailback Gaston Green, who rushed for 194 yards, including 72-yard scoring round on game's third play, ran in tying 2-point conversion. Bruins wide receiver Mike Sherrod got loose for key receptions in both fourth quarter touchdown drives. Vontae's quarterback Sonny Robinson set school records for passing yards and total yards and threw 2 touchdowns, including a 68-yard pass to wingback Jerry Clinkscales. Volunteers wide receiver Tony McGee caught 5 passes, 142 yards. Tennessee defense had 4 interceptions, with 3 by Chris White, the safety. Next, Syracuse lost to Mississippi State 30-3. Michigan beat Notre Dame, number 13 team in the country, 20-12. Okay. Michigan beat Notre Dame 20-12. Conservative described Notre Dame Irish seemed to think hands off to title back Alan Pickett were only sensible plays near Michigan end zone. On first 10 plays snapped within Michigan 15-yard line, Pickett ran ball on each of them for a total of 12 yards, converted 4 drives that reached red zone into kicker John Carney's field goals. Trailing 9-3 at halftime, Michigan scored first of 2 touchdowns of quarterbacks Jim Harbaugh blew the Irish back into lead. Wolverines answered with a 3-yard touchdown run by fullback Carl White for the 17-12 edge. When on final drive, Notre Dame quarterback Steve Berline finally dropped back to throw when deep in Michigan territory. Wolverines defense was ready and struck 6-sack, third by defensive tackle Mike Hammerstein before grabbing an interception. Wolverines tailback Jamie Morris ran for 121 yards. Michigan State beat Arizona State 12-3. And finally, Brigham Young, the number 16 team in the country, beat Washington 31-3. Washington coach Don James couldn't be blamed for canceling subscription for the Sports Illustrated after the magazine tapped the Huskies as its preseason choice for number 1. James Huskies dropped their second straight game. Cougars proved not only that they could play with big boys, they could beat them with balanced offense that included 168 yards, 4 touchdowns rushing. BYU quarterback Robbie Roscoe played well, but failed to click on a single touchdown pass to snap Cougars' remarkable streak of 38 games with aerial touchdown. Fullback Laki Hamulu rushed for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns to pace Cougars' ground game, doing most of his damage on draws that were barely contested by Washington defense. Huskies offense gained 382 yards, while quarterback Hugh Millen threw for 202 yards but squandered a chance for 5 turnovers. The 5 turnovers trio 4th down failures in BYU territory. 9 penalties, 88 yards, 2 of which wiped out touchdowns. So that concludes look at week 3. College football history review, the 1985 college football season, the week that was. Look at the AP poll, September 16th. Number 20 was Illinois, 19 Michigan, 18 Nebraska, 17 Maryland, 16 Alabama, 15 South Carolina, 14 Arkansas, 13 Brigham Young, 12 UCLA, 11 Florida, 10 Penn State, Louisiana State, 9 Oklahoma State, 8, 7 was Ohio State, 6 Florida State, 5 Southern Methodist, Iowa, 4 Southern California, 3, 2 Oklahoma, and number 1 Auburn. So that includes look at the week that was college football history review, the 1985 college football season for week number 3. The games that are played on September 14, 1985. Please like, subscribe, comment on the channel. Do reveal the Smack 2 on Thursday. Until then, talk to you soon.